Shalom, Kahalo Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bahashim HaKadosh, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word and truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. And the brother Yahshua, I'm back with the WW3 Daily Update. Shalom and salutations to you. We're going to start right here. 2nd Ezra 16 at Woe is Me. Okay, 17. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Okay? Hey, how about those earthquakes? Yeah? How about those earthquakes? What do we got? We got great death. Yeah? Great mourning. Can you imagine? 5,000? They're at 5. It's going to get up to 7, which is perfection. Okay? And how about them wars? What's going to come in them wars? Is this not war? If you look at the earthquake pattern in Turkey, all right, and see how many and how strong, you begin to wonder if they're using a machine. Yeah? Let me see. Let me see if I can find that. Let's see. Let's see. Bear with me for a moment. Let me see if I can find this.
Against the wind, mover abrupt.
This is, let's get Dabu from yesterday. Where's Dabu? Dabu from yesterday. Not that. What did he put up? Do I have it? Okay, I might not find it. Let me see. Go here. No, it might be 333. Oh, that's 333. Let's go here. Let's lock it. Bear with me. Okay, right here. Bear with me. Let me see if I can find this. Because he said something very significant. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Right here. Let's see. Okay, bear with me and see if I can find this. Right here. Listen to what he says.
On this as I get more information. But we're going to want to keep an eye on this swarm, and also make note that in the United States, we just got hit with a 3.8 quake up here near Buffalo. This was felt by many people. This shook houses and homes, and there are a couple quakes registered there as well. So Buffalo rattled by an earthquake. We're going to stay on top of this.
That's diverse places. Let me see.
Have an earthquake plan, folks. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram for more.
That's not what I want. Let me see.
In the United States.
Not that. Maybe it was on the live. It would have been right there. Let me see. Salaki, bear with me. I know I'm everywhere, but let me see if I can find it. It's very important as to what may be going on. Let's see. This is too okay, so. Oh, right there. Is that turkey? Okay, let's get in there. Salaki.
3 coffees, thank you. I appreciate all the support in terms of that. Syria feeling this quake swarm going right on down this line. And when you follow this fault line, I showed before where these biggest quakes are. You see how you've got this pattern here that comes across and then cuts back down here. Right where they merge is right up here is where the biggest quakes hit. This is where two fault lines.
Slovakia, let me see. Might be a little before that. Let's see.
The most ancient temple that they've ever found, ever discovered, is Göbekli Tepe. And that is in Turkey. You may recall the temple of Zeus that got taken apart brick by brick. Yeah, the fallen one, Zeus. The Nazis, the Germans, they found.
Now, not this. He goes into just the grouping of the earthquakes. How many? How often?
In Turkey, and it was so important to them, they took it with them back and put it in a museum, a special museum. A lot of ancient crazy stuff here. And when these quakes started hitting last time, I started finding more stuff. And Turkey's just loaded. Well, here again, Turkey's getting hammered. Look at these earthquakes.
Turkey's getting hammered. What does that mean? Okay. He's alluding to somebody doing that or having the ability to do it. Listen to what he says.
Turkey's getting hammered. Look at these earthquakes. This is crazy.
Last 72
There's dang, it took it that long to zoom in.
1249.
Wow.
1,249 earthquakes in the last 72.
That's just, I don't even know what to say. That is insane. I tell you what I think about right off the top of my dome here when looking at this is there any volcanoes around? Because that's the next thing that we could see is volcanic activity. Someone is.
Okay. Anyway, they're at war. Okay. Turkey's at war with Greece. Here's Syria right here. Turkey is the linchpin between NATO and Russia right now. Okay. And as he said, Turkey is getting hammered. All right. So you got to consider, what the hell is going on. Anyway, let's let this guy talk for a while. Canadian prepper, major alert, huge crisis in 10 days, DEFCON 2. All right. This is yesterday, 17 hours ago.
Why they're deploying all these missile systems. I mean, look at all this stuff here by close to the Baltic states. They got a lot of stuff going on here. I haven't really looked too deeply into much of this. Tank battalions, air base. It pretty much gives a lot of insight. We go over here to Transnistria. Anyways, go check that out. Won't waste any more of your time on that. What else do we need to say about these bomb shelters? One former official who spoke to the Moscow Times linked the state's newfound interest in bomb shelters to heightened fears of nuclear war following Putin's order to put nuclear forces on high alert at the end of February last year. According to this guy, a former official, high alert is just the tip of the iceberg. Bomb shelters and other civil defense requirements are the invisible part of the iceberg, said the retired official who cited knowledge of meetings on the subject. And he goes on to talk about the air defense systems which are installed in Moscow currently. The Iranians are planning on building a factory within Russia to produce 6,000 drones. 6,000.
What's going on here? All right. Everybody is adopting a war-type footing. All right. Are we at DEFCON 2? That's the question right now. Are we, and what constitutes DEFCON 2? All right. And the doomsday clock. You see all of this stuff? All right. Now, we got something called the New World Order, and these people pushing towards it, right? Thinking that their reign is going to continue on, right? But it's not, all right? This world war is being used for what? Now, I know I got a hater out there, and this one goes out to you, hater boy. You keep putting your thumbs down, and I'll keep cutting you with the scriptures, all right? You must be an Edomite, okay? I'm going to start right here. 2 Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first world, and the beginning of it that followeth? Okay, we're talking about the end of the world here. How is it going to come? It's going to come with those nuclear missiles, the changing of the guard, the end of the first, and the beginning of the kingdom of heaven. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world. We're watching it through World War III. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. We're getting, right? 2 Ezra 6 and 24. And at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the mountains, the springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. This one goes out to the hater. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape. The elect of Israel, and see my salvation. Guess what, hater boy? And the end of you hater boy, Edomite, your world. All right. So with that, we're going to close it. See you tomorrow. We hope that the elect edify you brothers and few sisters with that shalom.